Welcome back, Polytunnel fans. This is part 2 of my video for building a polytunnel that incorporates a rainwater capture system. Right, just briefly go over what I did the other day because it was windy and you could hardly hear me. We concreted the posts in, as you can see. They're all concreted in down there. So that were done, completed. That took me about 10 hours, probably, to us, me and wife. 10 hours. So that wasn't too bad. Right, now going on to where I've got to now is got side rails on, base rails, got door framing and all that. You can see there, look, door frame. I've got some concrete posts in first. Are you asking why I've done that? Well, it stops your wood rotting at bottom and having to redo them every 5 years, because that's a spoiler alert that treated timber does eventually rot. So I don't want to be doing that on my 80th birthday. Right, now if you look at how I've actually fixed the side rail to the metal frame, there's some called cladding screws, roof cladding screws, and it's metal to wood you want to be using. Now on here I put 100mm ones in, then cut them off at the other side. But if you're using this thickness of frame, which I think is 25mm, you can get away with 75 long ones, 75mm long, and so obviously it's going to work out cheaper than what I paid. So they'll be for a box of 100 about 15 quid, something like that. And it's just an easy way of fastening them to them. Nope fancy. Same with base rail. If you look there at base rail, I've screwed straight through frame and into base rail, and that holds that. It's not taking much pressure. Now also what you may notice is I have got storm stays on the bottom of my poles rather than up there, as the instructions probably say, which actually I haven't read yet, but maybe I should. So yeah, and my theory behind that is all the pressure in this polytunnel, when that wind gets in here and starts blowing away, is all pressure is going to be down on them bottom struts, not up there. There's not going to be hardly any pressure there because viscoing's going to go over here, over there, and it's going to be pulling on side rails. There's going to be no pressure there. It's all down there. So that's where we are with that. Now, as you can see there, look, lovely straight ridge knot. Reason being that when I put the hoops up, I didn't put all the hoops the same way, which is with the swage to the right hand side pushed into there. There was some other way. And I thought it wouldn't make a difference, but it actually does. There must be some discrepancy in how they go together, so ended up with a wonky ridge, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. So that's done anyway. As you can see, I've put extra pieces of wood on there to join up the base rail. Same on side rail. When it needs joining up, saves a bit of money really, I suppose. Just use a bit of offcuts and fasten them together. Now, me personally, I like side rails on. I like ventilation on. I like netting on. Reason being, I grow plants. How you veg lads grow on, I don't know really. I don't know whether you need plenty of ventilation or not, but if you're growing plants, I've found ventilation, an area around your plants is key so that's why I go for that. So when you're planning, I'd do it with veg as well, like, but if you're planning a polytunnel, go for a straight-sided polytunnel rather than one that hasn't got straight sides, because when it comes to your water capture system, which what you want nowadays, because water's going to get more scarce by the year, that's what you need. Like, you need straight sides to get your gutter on, and you need 6-inch. These side rails are 6x2s, and I'll explain why they need to be 6x2s in one momento. There you can see again, look, concrete posts in, all fastened up. Really simple idea, but everything needs to be concreted in up here. Now, to get to this stage, as I say, it took me 10 hours to dig holes and put concrete in. Now, it's taken me to get side rails on and all framework up another 25 hours. That's 2 hours, me and wife. So that's where we are. Now, the timber has cost me so far about 315 quid, which is probably cheaper or comparable with if you got it from your supplier. But this is higher spec. This is deeper stuff, so your quality ain't as good as what's on here. So it does work out cheaper, really. I've probably got about another 50 quid to spend on my holding lats on here to hold my visqueen on, so that's on top. Yeah, about 50 quid, probably 50 quid in fastenings that I've used. What else is there?